To the Thunder. What you doing? You know what I mean? But he ain't been making no noise anyways, you know what I mean? So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But why? Come on. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. But anyways, yeah, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Jay Willie Silly, man. AKA Mr. Take It Easy. Oh, but you end up like Beezy. Hold on. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay. It's in the description down below. Okay, hold on. So something just came to my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. So you telling me that y'all gave away Luca Doncic for no reason? Just to be like this season? I don't think y'all heard what I just said. I'm going to go and just, rewind what I just said. So y'all basically gave up Luca Doncic for no reason just to look like this season? Oh, Bobby killing the rhymes. I don't know how I be coming up with this stuff. Sometimes y'all I be bewildered. You know what I mean? Strictly talent. But look at this. You know what I mean? What the barbecues? Is you stupid? You just gave up Luca for no reason now. You don't even have the player that you traded for Luca Doncic for anymore. So you gave Luca Doncic to us for free. I appreciate you, bro. Barbecue, shake my hand. Look at him, built like a sack of lunch. Get mad. There you go. Look at him looking at me like this. You know what I mean? Look at him looking at me like that boy is mad right now. Boy, ever since you been beefing with me, boy, you been getting hell. It's like God just been bomb. I told you don't play with me. I told you that Seahawks gonna feel the same thing. I'm telling you, man, you play with me, man, you go down. You know what I mean? I pray for favor. I really pray for favor. So when you mess with me, you know what I'm saying? Best believe, gonna be some switch to booty. You know what I mean? But I'm telling y'all right now, you feel me? I'm telling y'all right now, you know what I'm saying? They have not been right ever since they started beefing with me. You know what I mean? Ever since them finals, you know what I mean? That run they went on and then they went to the finals, that whole season, we was to it. You know what I mean? But bro, they ain't been the same ever since they started beefing with me, bro. It's been straight downhill. You know, and I love it. You know, traded away Luca Doncic for nothing. Don't even have the player that you traded for Luca. Like, come on, bro.
As we bring you in with Ashton Comas and Brad Botkin, it's the juxtaposition.
Look
here.
At this.
We are 1 year and 2 days removed from this guy being involved in the Luka trade, and now he's off to the Wizards.
Being the guy in the Luka trade. He was traded basically 1-for-1 for Luca Doncic, and now he ends up with this package. It's a sad...
I honestly feel like the Wizards can be something. Like, Wizards with Trae Young, and then you got Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr moved to the power forward, and AD be the center. If AD stays healthy, you know, that right there is the problem. But I mean, Wizards making some moves. You know, AD, Young, he still got a little more left in the tank. Got Trae Young. Wizards low key making some moves. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I mean? So hey, the Wizards can be something dangerous if he stays healthy. I believe the Wizards cooking, bro. I ain't gonna lie, the Wizards cooking. Hey, Lakers, what we're doing? I want to see Giannis, man. I told you, man. February 5th, I need to see Giannis Antetokounmpo, a Laker. You know what I mean? I need to see a Laker. I need to see something being traded. I need to see something. Seeing all these moves, I need to see Giannis being a Laker. Laker.
For the Mavericks, they get the money back to make it work. And those picks, I hate to inform Mavericks fans, they look good on paper, 2 first-round picks. What they are, in reality, is a Thunder first-round pick that could end up being 30th. It's the worst possible first-round pick you could have because they're the best team. And that Warriors pick is top 20 protected. So if it doesn't fall outside the top 20, that thing conveys to a second rounder. So in reality,
it's like 5 second-round picks, basically.
That's actually, in reality, that's actually a second-round pick. So not much for Dallas here for Anthony Davis, but it is cool on paper for the Wizards. You don't have a ton of avenues to go.
Hey, Iconic, bro. I don't know why they keep thinking he's going to the Miami, bro. Like look. They're seeing all these mock trades and what CBS. CBS isn't a GM. They're not the GMs, right? They're just like me. You know what I'm saying? Literally, they just on a bigger platform. I have my platform. They're on a platform. They're going off how they feel, bro. Mock trades is not trades, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not where he actually going. Giannis can go to a team that nobody's talking about. A team that you hearing about the Knicks, you hearing about the Lakers, you hearing about the Warriors, you hearing about the Wolves, you hearing about the Heat. But he can go to a team we're not even talking about. What if he go to the Thunder? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like what if he go to another team? What if he go to the Clippers? What if he go to this? You know what I'm saying? What if he go to another team? What if he go to Cleveland? You know what I mean? Just like how nobody thought that Luca was gonna go anywhere. And you better understand. Nobody thought Luca was gonna come here. Nobody in a million years. If we can get Luca, we can get anybody. That's how I look at it. If we can get Luca Doncic, we can get anybody. If we can get Magic, if we can get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, we can get anybody. If we can get Prime Shaq, we can get anybody. If we can get LeBron James, we can get anybody. I don't care what it is. Ain't nobody too big for the Lakers. Ain't nobody too big. But it's a lot of people that's big for the Heat.
Make an interesting team in Washington, and let's just...
Giannis going to be way more special on the Heat than the Lakers. How? You know what I mean? How, bro? Who do y'all have? I'm so confused. Who the freak do y'all have on the Heat? You know what I'm saying? Please tell me. He not winning the ring with the Heat, bro. I'm confused. Do you want me to read? You know what, man? I'm sorry, y'all. We talking about this, but got some delusional, you know what I'm saying, Heat fans, man. I'm going to just keep it real with you, man. You ain't beating Detroit. You ain't beating Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go, not beating the Knicks. But what the freak you think the Heat is, bro? You know D-Wade not there no more, right? You know what I'm saying? But let me go and just look at the standings, man. I don't be, because you don't, first of all, you just got switched to booty by the Atlanta Hawks. So you getting switched to booty by the Atlanta Hawks, that should tell you something. Bro, you're 27-25. You don't have nobody. You suck.
Presume for a second that they keep these guys together. We all keep talking about an Eastern Conference. Like,
say we don't need him. We definitely need him.
And Trae Young and Anthony Davis and Alex Sarr starting to play, and they've actually got some young pieces there. And now you put two. They are all-star players when healthy around them. And you've got a team that can compete for
it ain't bad.
When healthy. I mean, do you envision these two guys playing this season for them at the same time?
Ain't bad.
No, they're gonna tank this season. Listen, these guys are perfect guys. Trae Young's already hurt. Anthony Davis is always hurt. They're gonna keep them for this season. Yes, there's a big asterisk here when healthy, but you're the Wizards. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. So in a perfect scenario, these guys end up healthy next year. It's about as good as you could retool this roster for giving nothing away.
I mean, I don't know if I would give them even that much credit, because you have to think about what the East will look like next season. Tyrese Halliburton comes back. I'm sure that the Pacers are going to figure out a way to make sure the team's drastically better for his return. Jason Tatum's going to return to the Boston Celtics if he doesn't return.
I forgot about the Celtics, and then the Celtics just made a move. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, the East gonna get better, but the East getting better.
He'll have a full season with the Celtics, just traded for their big man. They may make additional moves. There's conversations about them looking at some of the guards that they have in Chicago. So the East is going to look different. The teams that are kind of part of the reason why it's as wide open are going to be very much in the mix. I don't believe that the Wizards are going to be in play for a playoff spot, maybe a play-in scenario. Maybe that's a possibility. But I think the bigger thing here that we really have to just like sit back and just observe, or just, you know, just kind of marinate in, is the fact that this is a team that had Luca and was a couple of pieces away of going to the NBA Finals, at least getting back to the conference finals. And Nico Harrison, who's no longer within the organization, decided to essentially blow this thing up from the inside, got the approval of several people around him. So I'm not going to put all the blame on Nico. I know that's a popular thing to do. Nico Harrison made the call, but Nico Harrison had to get permission to make the call.
Yeah,
let's be very, very clear about this.
It's true.
Everybody thought that the grass was going to be greener on the other side, that Luca was this, he was undisciplined, he was overweight, he was this, he was that, did the whole smear campaign, despite the fact that they were only a few pieces away of really being a true threat once again in the Western Conference, and just completely allowed that to go under the radar and essentially start from scratch. Nico would tell anybody who would listen, the team is better. Defensively, we're better. We're going to win a championship with this team. This is the team we needed. Bro, the team you needed doesn't exist now. And this is not a knock to Cooper Flag, because I think he is phenomenal.
No, they
and
lucked
I think
out
he's
with
going.
that.
They lucked out with
They
Cooper.
lucked out with that.
But you're not closer to a championship with Cooper than you were with Luka.
Yeah,
You said she don't know what she talking about. She know exactly what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the most attractive thing to me is seeing a beautiful woman talk about sports. You know what I'm saying? Man, what a man need. You know what I mean? I promise you she can cook too. I can look at her, she can cook too. You know what I'm saying? She can cook. You know what I mean? She knows sports, she fine, and she can cook. Oh my goodness. You know, but anyways, everything she said was correct. Barbecue fans just don't want to accept that. You're built like a sack of laundry now. You played yourself. You had a better chance building around Luca Doncic. You had a couple more pieces, just a couple more pieces. You made it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Would I would have traded Luca? Heck no. You know? But you traded Luca for the player that is now gone. Defense wins championships. He's going, and then Kyrie Irving. You know, I try to tell y'all, bro, barbecue fans, I try to tell y'all what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on is your owners, bro. I try to tell you, your owners doesn't care about basketball. Your owners are casino owners. They're trying to destroy the team on purpose so they can move Dallas away from so they can move the Mavericks away from Dallas. I did a video about it. You know what I mean? They're doing this on purpose. You feel me? I don't think that Nico traded Luca because Nico wanted to trade Luca. I feel like Nico traded Luca because the owner said trade Luca. They want to get out of Dallas because of Las Vegas got the most casinos. I try to tell you, I did a video about it, bro. They're casino owners. They want to go where casinos. They care about casinos. They're not a basketball. They don't care about basketball, bro.
What you're seeing here is closer to what Anthony Davis's actual
value. You're going to go to Las Vegas. You're not going to be I'm telling you, the next couple of years, I'm calling it right now, your barbecue is not going to be a Dallas team. No, I mean, they finna move that junk straight to Las Vegas. Y'all finna be the Las Vegas Mavericks.
Value. I mean, look, when he's not going to the Mavericks, this is
roughly
what he's worth. You know, he's an older player. He's always injured. But again, you have to make compensations when you're a team like the Wizards. And I'm not suggesting they're going to be in play for any sort of contention in the Eastern Conference. But in terms of leaping, you go from like a 200 hitter to a 260 hitter. You're not winning the batting title, but you're a seller team right now, and you come up to be a league average team. Big leap for a team that didn't have a lot of other avenues. I think for the Wizards, this is about Trae Young. I mean, think about the names involved, and still very talented. You're the Wizards, and with nothing. Trae Young was a cap dump, and this is nothing. They traded nothing. Those first-round picks are on paper. They're worth. So you're the Wizards, and you end up with Trae Young and Anthony Davis for nothing.
So you're happy if you're a Wizards fan?
There's no question. I'm not saying there's a bunch of asterisks. Are they going to
at least potential?
That's what I'm saying. They got for nothing. For nothing. Yeah, you got a couple year with 80. 80 probably paid to like 37, but for nothing. I got Trae Young for nothing. Got 80 for nothing. Ain't like freaking I did anything. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. Got him for nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So who the freak cares? You know, it can't get worse than this. See, when it comes to the Wizards, it can't get worse than what it already is. You already built like a sack of laundry. You already BJ. How worse can it get now? You been BJ, bro, but ever since John Wall left, Marquise Gortat left, Bradley Beal, you been BJ. You know what I'm saying? So tell me, how worse can it get?
Yeah, because even if you look, I don't know if we had the standings on standby for this, but even if you look at the current standings in the Eastern Conference, right? And again, you have to remember there are going to be certain players who are now back in the mix. You have the Pistons sitting at number 1. You have the Knicks, the Celtics, which again, the Celtics have been
they're not going to be up with those teams.
No, I know, but I'm getting past that, right? So you have the Raptors who have taken us by surprise. We actually had this conversation. You would assume that even going into looking into next season, there's a possibility the Raptors would be better than
They wasn't BJ with John Wall. He don't know ball. You know what I'm saying? They weren't BJ with John Wall, bro. It was actually a playoff team with John Wall and Bradley Beal. I mean, John Wall and Bradley Beal was actually a crazy duo. We're not BJ with John Wall, bro.
They are this season. They'll still be in the conversation. The Cavs just got James Harden.
Definitely, we're not BJ with John Wall and Bradley Beal.
Probably looking at a playoff team there. That last playoff spot can teeter from anywhere from the 76ers to the Magic or the Pacers. Remember, they don't have Tyrese Halliburton. They're all the way at the bottom of
Hornets BJ for sure. You know what I'm saying? They're BJ for sure. You know, and that's one thing that I'm going to stand by until the death. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand by that to the death, man. You know, now we got Hornets fans talking crazy going on a 7-game win streak. You know what I mean? Now we just got the Hornets trade because, you know, Kobe White and Michael to the Michael Conley Jr. to the Hornets. You know, them boys ain't going to no dang Hornets.
That's not going to be the case next season. The Wizards would be lucky, even in an Eastern Conference, to be in the 10th seed.
No, they would, but from where the Wizards are right now.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, like, I get what you're saying, Shawty. And like I said, you fine like a glass of wine. I get what you're saying, but I feel like, bro, with the healthy Wizards squad, with AD and Trae Young, I definitely feel like, you know, dang, bro, the freaking Hornets can be in the play-in. Oh, heck no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can't make it. They're definitely not going to make it. That's definitely not happening. You know, but I definitely believe that the Wizards can outplay the Hawks. The Wizards can. I mean, you see what the Hawks doing? They're BJ. You know what I mean? I feel like the Wizards can be up there. I feel like they can be better than the Bulls. I feel like they can be better than the Heat. So I think they could be in the play-in tournament. But like the Raptors, it's probably going to be a one-season wonder, in my opinion. You know, but you see how BJ the East is? We will be number 4. If we were in the Eastern Conference, we would be ranked number 4. You know what I mean? Literally.
Sort of like Portland.
I appreciate the freaking. Let me go and see this very quick. I thought it was what's the name? I thought my fault.
Waiting for Drew Holiday, like they're gonna battle for the 10 seed, but it is a leap up from where they were in the cellar.
So I gotta stop lusting on the ladies. What you mean lusting, bro? Me saying that she fine like a glass of wine, lusting on the ladies, bro? I ain't lusting on her, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Bro, what are you talking about, bro? I just said she fine, bro. Like women, bro. If you're fine, I'm gonna say you fine. You know what I'm saying? So me giving a compliment, lusting, bro. You know what I mean? I can't call a girl fine. Yeah, like I'm saying, dang, she got a little fat butt on her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, what the freak, bro? I said she's fine, bro. I said she looks good. You know what I mean? Shut your stupid self up.
A couple spots up. Yeah, right now they're 14th. Maybe, you know, next season.
Bro, just play the vid. Say play the vid again. I ain't gonna lie, I ban you, bro.
They didn't like, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. I really should ban you right now.
Let's grade.
Watch your dang mouth. Let's shut the freak up.
Side of this.
Say it again.
Give the Wizards an A for
They
this.
didn't give up anything. Those picks they got. Listen, I'm not suggesting that this is going to make them a contender, but Anthony Davis is still one of the best defensive players in the league. I know there's an if healthy asterisk, but again, beggars can't be choosers. And Trae Young is an all-star. So
ban him.
There's no way this is anything but an A.
Yeah, I have to agree. Just from that,
ban him.
You got two players who, when healthy, are top players in the league. Now, what that looks like in reality versus on paper, only time will tell. But if we're just looking at this on paper, everything Brad said is factual. You can get 2 All-Stars for virtually nothing. I'll take that.
Exactly.
Okay,
that Warriors pick isn't going to
the
convey.
The Mavericks.
Oh, it's terrible because Ashley, you have to factor in the full context of this. This is the guy you gave up Luca for. It's an absolute F.
And everybody got mad at me when I said that when I even considered trading away Anthony Davis, like, what do we do that? We got Luca. Ultimately, this is exactly what they ended up doing. I always knew that this was not going to be a fit for the simple fact is, to Brad's point, talented as Anthony Davis is when healthy, the when healthy is everything. Your reliability or your availability is your best asset, and he does not have that enough. There have been spurts in his career where he's had healthier seasons, relatively speaking, when you talk about Anthony Davis, but not enough to solely impact a team in the way that the Dallas Mavericks bet the house on him to do it. You got Cooper Flagg, that was a flash in a pan. That was a gift from the basketball gods. Anthony Davis was not going to save you. And that's why the trade never made sense. And that's why it doesn't make sense a year later.
Yeah.
This is really sad if you're the Dallas Mavericks.
This is a lesson in all of life. Forget sports. If you got a bad hand, fold it. Like, they waited too long, and it was pretty evident pretty early on that he wasn't gonna be healthy. It wasn't gonna be what they thought. But they gave up Luca for him, so they kind of had to stay in that hole. If you're in a hole and you have a way out, there was this time when he was playing good, he had some value. Get out of it. They waited too long.
Don't leave your main chick for the side chick, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever do that. It never works out. It never works out.
Yeah, man. But Anthony Davis to the Wizards, you know what I'm saying? That right there is beyond crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, why you ain't talking so much now, man? Whatever your name is, Yank KK4, why you ain't talking so much now, man? Don't worry, man. I said ban Yank KK4. You know what I mean? Why is he still here? Mods don't know what the freak they're doing, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, yeah, man, freaking Anthony Davis to the Wizards. You know, I honestly think that this can be good, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I think this can be good. Probably can be good. Probably can, you know what I'm saying? What's the name, bro? But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? They could be good, though. Trae Young, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis, you know, they could be good. We just gonna see how it works, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. I just need to see my team. Everybody making moves with my team, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's making moves. Freaking Jackson Hayes has just been suspended 1 game for pushing a Wizards mascot. Can somebody tell me what the heck are you doing, Jackson Hayes? Are you stupid, boy? You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing so much going on right now, man. You know what I'm saying? That I need to see the Lakers trade something. We need something, man. You know what I'm saying? We need something. We're seeing Wizards make trades. There's no way Wizards are making trades and we're not. You know what I'm saying? We need to make trades immediately.